Radio show with our host, Michael Aguas. Michael, I love these topics today because we're going to teach people specifically about strategic partnerships in the next two episodes.
Yes, I'm very passionate about these two topics, and I can't wait to share my thoughts on that.
All right. So, our topic one is why do you like to work with CPAs and why do they like to work with you?
So let's focus on background first. Um, I graduated in 1990, went into banking, commercial lending, and it was a middle market lending, meaning I did a lot of work with financial statements, and therefore I had to contact and work with the CPAs who created them. So from the very beginning of my career, I was working with CPAs. And then after 7 years of that, I determined I'm going into wealth management, and I did something revolutionary. I reached out to CPAs to become financial planners, to become the financial planners, not referral sources. They would build their own practice. I did that probably close to 500 times successfully, where either they got licenses or they came over from different broker dealers and joined us. So I'm very comfortable with this group. I've probably presented to north of 3,000 CPAs in my career. Now, let's talk about why I love working with them. Number one, for me, this is an easy group to work with. They're highly intelligent. Oftentimes, when I talk to them, uh, an overwhelming majority is well read on multiple topics. And when we talk about their clients, they hold their clients with the highest regard. So I don't look at them as units. I look at CPAs as human beings, and I look to see how I could be of service to them, right? So we focus on being of service to the CPAs, and they were open-minded once they started hearing our ideas. Yeah, there are many who will never do business with you, but no matter what industry that is, it's always the case. They don't have to be CPAs, but there are many who, once they hear ideas, they're open to seeing, hey, if this is applicable to my client, I'd like to know more about it. So, in terms of appeal to me, I love that they're very highly trusted by their clients. They're the most trusted professionals out there, and they know it, and they're careful to guard it. And I'm perfectly respectful of that, and I love it. Also, they're a very conservative group of professionals. They don't like risk. So I think twice before I present anything to them. I make sure that I know my stuff very well because they're very smart and they're going to ask me very deep questions about it. And in my mind, you should know your topics, you should know your strategies better than anybody else. So you could never get stumped, but we do our best. But I do love that they keep you on your toes. And, you know, I, I just personality wise, I get along with them. They're highly analytical. So am I, and yeah, I've enjoyed many close relationships working wise that converted into friendships over the years. So that is why I love working with CPAs. And yeah, the other obvious is they don't have to look for clients. They have the client base. So it's a lot easier for me to share with them. And then they start thinking of who it applies to versus, no, let me see if I could acquire some clients now. So let me pause there. I know it looks like you have some follow-up questions on that.
Yes. No, no doubt. So, once you start working with them, how do you build that relationship? You like how conservative, you like that there's a right fit. They're interested in your message. How do you show them I'm a really good value for you?
So first and most importantly, I focus on their practice, not my stuff, their practice. I get to know them. Who are your clients? What is your best work? Where do you specialize if you do? And then from there, I draw from my bag of strategies and I start sharing with them things that I think would pertain to their business and their clients. That's what I do. And then the other part is I provide deep dive training for this group. So we're building relationships through building a knowledge base. And then I check in on them. So continuing to build relationship, from time to time, I will call my CPA partners and I will just, hey, how you doing, Neil? Just wanted to see how everything's going, see if there's anything I could do to help. And yeah, that's, it's basic relationship building stuff. And it really starts with building their knowledge base, providing support and training on different topics.
Right. Exactly. And once you're able to do that, they're interested. Once you show your secret sauce to them, the CPA, right?
Well, oftentimes it's not interested. They have clients lined up once they hear it. They're like, Michael, I got 3 or 4 guys for this strategy. When can we start setting up meetings? It's music to anybody's ears, really.
And why do you think those CPAs have never been taught that?
The tax code is north of 70,000 pages. They know some of these strategies on the tax code side, but they don't necessarily know that there are programs around these sections. Like we talk often about Section 179. They know Section 179. Many of them don't know that there are different options and different programs that allow clients to benefit from it in a leveraged way. So that's a big reason why. The other part is they know what they know and they're very comfortable staying in the box that they created. They're very conservative. They don't normally, um, launch new things, if you will, until they really have that conviction.
I got it. And then, so they love to work with you. Why? Why do you think they love to work with you?
So I think if I were to answer that, it really comes down to I'm building a relationship with them. Oftentimes, their approach for transactions. Hey, Neil, I know you're a CPA. You've got a great practice. Throw me a bone. Here's what I specialize in. Versus, hey, Neil, um, listen, I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to get to know your practice. I think I might have some relevant ideas that could improve your service to your clients and your value to your clients. And I'd like to share those with you if you're interested. But most importantly, I'd like to hear how you built this successful practice. And I genuinely mean that.
Yeah. And I know that they generally mean it. It's like because they know the value that's happened, the relationship, and they know they can call on you for questions, Michael.
Yes. And, you know, the training is very important. They have to be comfortable with any topic that they broach with their clients. So I go out of my way to do that. And oftentimes I'll just tell them, listen, I want to be there for that meeting. I could walk them through it. You don't have to sit there and walk the client through the whole strategy. I can gladly do that for you. So I make myself very available. The other parts, for some, it's a touchy topic, but I'm very respectful with it. Revenue sharing. Traditional CPAs don't really like knowing that they're making money by recommending me. Some people don't like that. Others are like, Michael, I'm a business person and my business is a tax practice. So, yes, I'm open to sharing revenues. There are times when I've created close to $1 million in a year for a CPA because of my strategies, right? So, we worked with one CPA firm about 3 years ago, and there was $3 million on the line that they got a piece of. So it's real, right? It's real. So today's CPA is very open to that. But again, not everybody is. I'm respectful. I don't want to insult somebody's intelligence by offering them money or revenue share when they clearly say, I'm not interested in that. I just want to see how I can help my clients. That is my heart. I want you to be of greater value to your clients because of our relationship, because I bring you something that you didn't have before, but your clients could benefit from. That's
And,
where they like working with us.
and when you partner with somebody that you can know, like, and trust, it just makes your service more valuable.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Meaning the CPA firm. Now they have something else to add to that line item that what they're able to do, unlike the average CPA does.
And let me take that further because it's a big point you just made. A typical CPA, guess how old he is or she is right now.
I
Typical.
don't I don't know. 50,
Keep going.
60?
Higher, mid 60s.
65, mid 60s.
So here's the point. A lot of them will either retire or die in the next 5 to 10 years. So if you're sitting there and you're running a practice and you're adding additional revenue, you're increase you're raising the value of your practice. So if and when you sell, it's more valuable to the buyer. That's a real value to them, to some of them at least.
Right.
So
All right. And what's amazing is you could contact me. You could contact Michael. You just find us on social media, like and subscribe to the podcast. But lastly, if you're a CPA, you can go to rainstormmediagroup.com and fill out the contact form and schedule a call with Michael today. We're going to be updating very soon more stuff with Michael's socials and everything. So just check it out. And really important information, CPAs, to partner with Michael because now you are going to look different than some of the other CPA firms. Your clients are going to be happy and you're going to attract even better clients for your CPA firm working with Michael Aguas and Rainstorm Group. Appreciate it, Michael.
thank you.
That was the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show.